Questions are being raised about the president's income. The U.S. had a breakthrough at the World Cup. And our reporters are asking all the right questions about the impending marriage of Taylor Swift. That's some of what we'll get to on The 7 from The Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Thursday, July 2nd. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Number 1. President Trump's wealth has increased on a scale not seen by any past president. This week, Trump reported unprecedented financial gains since he returned to office. His income last year soared to more than $2.2 billion. That's a vast increase compared to his first term. Then, most of the president's money came from real estate. But now, more of his income comes from cryptocurrency and related ventures his administration regulates. The president launched a crypto company, World Liberty Financial, as he ran for president in 2024. He also earns royalties from meme coins bearing his name. Trump's critics are sounding the alarm over potential conflicts of interest. A reporter asked Trump yesterday before boarding Air Force One about accusations he was profiting from the presidency. Trump replied that he was only benefiting, quote, because the stock market's going up.
So we're all profiting. I'm profiting because I have a lot of money and a lot of cash, and I give it to institutions. I don't know if they know what they're doing or not, but they buy a vast array of things.
Trump also said he didn't speak to people managing his money. As he did so, 2 of his sons, Eric and Donald Trump Jr., stood behind him. The White House has previously said that Trump's children are helping manage his finances. Number 2. A major Russian attack on Kyiv killed at least 17 people. Overnight, a bombardment of Russian missiles and self-destructing drones rocked the Ukrainian capital. Residents sheltered in metro stations after warnings of the impending attack. More than 90 people were injured, and the assault sparked fires across the city. A Ukrainian official said 20 residential buildings were damaged. In recent weeks, Ukrainian and Russian forces have intensified their air attacks. Ukraine has targeted Russian military and energy infrastructure, including in occupied Crimea, which Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has vowed to reclaim. Number 3 is a Post exclusive. Records show that an ICE detainee sought help before a fatal struggle with guards. On January 3rd, Geraldo Lunos Campos died in a violent struggle with guards at an immigration detention center in El Paso, Texas. What took place in his final moments is the subject of conflicting accounts. One witness said the 55-year-old Cuban immigrant was choked to death by guards. But the Department of Homeland Security said he had been trying to take his own life and was killed in an ensuing struggle. Medical records obtained by the Post reveal more about the context of this deadly incident. Lunos Campos repeatedly told staff he was not getting the care he needed for his mental illness. In the months before his death, he complained about not getting the right dosage of antidepressants, expressed suicidal thoughts, and reported giving himself a black eye by hitting his head against a wall. On Monday, Lunos Campos's family filed a lawsuit claiming the guards killed him. The lawsuit also alleges the facility failed to properly treat Lunos Campos's mental illness, putting him in danger. Number 4 is another Post exclusive. Documents show that President Trump's July 4th fireworks are likely to cause hazardous air pollution. This Saturday night, some 850,000 fireworks will be ignited as part of an event marking the 250th anniversary of American independence. The Trump administration has billed it as the largest pyrotechnic display in history, and Trump is expected to speak ahead of the fireworks. However, he would be wise not to hang around too long. According to internal National Park Service documents, the fireworks are expected to cause hazardous levels of pollution around the National Mall and very unhealthy conditions in central parts of the capital. Large fireworks displays typically cause significant pollution because they generate fine particulate matter. These small particles can penetrate deep into the heart and lungs, causing irritation and, in some cases, asthma attacks. Number 5. The U.S. men won a World Cup knockout match for the first time in 24 years. Yesterday in California, the U.S. defeated Bosnia-Herzegovina 2-0. One of those goals came from the dynamic 24-year-old striker Folarin Balogun. You just heard the reaction of fans watching in Los Angeles. This was Balogun's third goal of the tournament. He's proved essential to the team's impressive run. So where would the U.S. be without Folarin Balogun? Well, they're about to find out. In the second half of yesterday's game, Balogun picked up a red card after his cleat caught a Bosnian player. That red card means Balogun will have to sit out the next match against Belgium on Monday. That will be the biggest test for the Americans yet. According to science, a cup of coffee a day could keep major diseases away. That's number 6. Most people drink coffee for an energy boost and because it's delicious. But studies show it could also be good for your health. Coffee contains more than 1,000 chemical compounds, including magnesium, potassium, and B vitamins. It has anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties too. One study found that coffee drinkers had a 21% lower risk of developing chronic liver disease, and a nearly 50% lower chance of dying from it. And that's not all. In studies that tracked thousands of men and women over 2 decades, researchers found that when coffee drinkers upped their intake by a cup or two, the risk of type 2 diabetes fell by 11%. And decreasing their intake increased their risk. So, if you haven't had a cup of coffee yet this morning, what are you waiting for? And at number 7, we asked divorce lawyers what a prenup might look like between Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. There are plenty of mysteries surrounding the forthcoming nuptials between the singer and the football star. Like, are the rumors true? Is it really happening at Madison Square Garden of all places? And is it this weekend? Those questions will eventually have answers, for better or worse. Something we won't get to know is what the Lovebirds plan to do about a prenup. Without one, their assets would be equally divided in the event of a divorce. That's no simple matter in the case of a billionaire marrying a multi-millionaire. And let's be honest, one of these people is probably going to keep earning a lot more for a lot longer than the other. So the Post got some top divorce attorneys on the horn. One explained that a yours, mine, and ours structure is most likely. That means their current and future earnings would remain their own, and only joint property would have to be divided if they broke up. God forbid. Some prenups can even include provisions or penalties in the event of cheating. Imagine the album that would produce. This story taught me a lot about celebrity marriages and divorces this morning. I highly recommend it. Find the link in today's 7 newsletter. That's the show for this week. The podcast will be on a break tomorrow for the 4th of July holiday, but we will still send the 7 newsletter, so make sure you sign up for that. I hope you all stay cool and don't do anything silly with fireworks. We don't want to lose any subscribers. The staff writers of The 7 are Jamie Ross, Izan Akabau, and me. Rennie Svirnovsky is our producer. John Taylor is our editor. Copy editing by Rebecca Branford and Kendra Nichols. Mixing and sound design is by Jim Briggs and Justin Garish. Our theme music is by Edith Mudge. I'm Hannah Jewell. Thanks for listening and have a great weekend. I'll meet you back here on Monday.